Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about a topic affinity diagram. Friend, this topic is a new one and I want to talk about this topic. Why? Because I want to share my knowledge with you. And this topic, whenever we talk about brainstorming sessions, project management or computer science, normally this topic came in our mind. I want to make a very simple video just to describe the term affinity diagram. What is affinity diagram and why it's important and why people normally use this diagram. So friend, if you are a student and studying in university and going to give an exam related to project management or brainstorming, so you will definitely see question related to affinity diagram. And also let me tell you that if you are a student of project management and going to give an exam of PMP, you will definitely see at least 2 to 3 questions related to affinity diagram. So my purpose of making this video is that if you are a student, so this video can help you to understand the concept of affinity diagram. And also if you are a professional and working as project manager or professional in a company, so this video will help you to understand the concept of concept of affinity diagram, and you can use this concept in your practical or professional life. So let's start. What is affinity diagram? Before going to start, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. What is affinity diagram? Friend, affinity diagram organize a large number of ideas into their natural relationship. It is the organized output from a brainstorming session. Use it to generate, organize, and consolidate information related to a product, process, complex issue, or problem. After generating ideas, group them according to their affinity. It was just a definition. Let me try to explain to you. Friend, if you are working on some ideas, like for example, you are implementing some product, you are thinking to do some startup, to do something new. So what you will do, you can do the brainstorming session. Brainstorming session means that like 5 to 6 people sit together and they will think about ideas. Are you getting my point? For example, you are thinking to start a new startup, you are thinking to start a new company, you are thinking about the investment ideas. So what you will do, like for example 5 to 6 people who are interested to do a startup, to start to do some investment, so they will sit together, they will do a brainstorming session, they will exchange their ideas, they will exchange their thoughts, that this is a good idea, this is not a good idea, this idea is similar to that idea. So this is a brainstorming session. In this brainstorming sessions, in which people are exchanging their ideas, their thoughts, maybe some thoughts or some ideas are similar to each other, and so maybe some ideas are not similar to each other. So what you will do, you will make some ideas, a grouping of ideas. So when the basically the grouping of ideas and thoughts, the similarities between the thoughts and ideas, so we will put it in a diagram. We will you can say we will put it on a wall and group them. So the idea, the concept of affinity diagram came from brainstorming sessions. In a brainstorming session, we discuss with each other the thoughts, the ideas, and group them by their similarities. So this is called the concept or idea of affinity diagram. Are you with me? Are you getting my point? That what is affinity diagram? Friend, whenever we talk about ideas and thoughts, we group them by performing the brainstorming session. We group the ideas in one place with respect to their similarities and prioritize them. Okay, we prioritize them, and after grouping the ideas with respect to similarities and with respect to the priority, we make some grouping of ideas. Okay, so this is called the concept of affinity diagram. So it's all about affinity diagram is all about grouping of ideas with respect to their similarities, with respect to their properties, and how much they can be linked to each other. So this is called the affinity diagram. This is very important whenever we are performing some brainstorming session. So after performing, the output of a brainstorming session is a affinity diagram. Are you getting my point? Let me elaborate it more. What is the procedure of the affinity diagram? Affinity, in a simple way, let me tell you that, for example, you are performing a brainstorming session, that what are the good ideas to do some investment in software houses. For example, you are thinking that you want to start a new software house. You have some friends who wants to invest in software house. So what you will do, your friends will sit together and in a room, and they will discuss their ideas, their thoughts. For example, someone is saying that, for example, focus on the out of the box products. Some friends say that focus on the free available softwares, and download it and customize it as per your need. So there are so many thoughts when people sit together. Many people give you many ideas. So what you will do, you just write the ideas on a paper, on a simple paper, and just put it on the wall. Okay, just whatever the ideas are coming. For I'm just describing the procedure of affinity diagram. What you will do, you will just write down the ideas on a card and put it on a wall. Okay, after once the all ideas are put it on the wall, just put one idea and think that how much it relate to the other idea. Okay, just and in that way continue this exercise until unless you reach to the point where you make a group of ideas as per their properties with respect to their similarities. Similarly, put another idea or a card and see that how much it relates to the other idea. So in this way you can make another group of ideas with respect to their similarities, with respect to their properties. In this way continue this exercise until unless you will make around 7 to 8 ideas, 7 to 8 groups on a wall. So each group will contain ideas which are similar to that idea, to other idea, and you can say this is group A, which having these similar properties, these similar ideas. So we make one group. Similarly, second group which contains these similar ideas and thoughts, group 3 will contain similar group and ideas. So in this way you can make around 3 to 8 groups, and each group will have these similar ideas and thoughts, and you can relate each ideas in a group. Once the grouping has been done, you can see that is there any linking you can produce between the groups, group A, group B, group C. If there is any linking can be possible, so you can link them. After making the groups and linking, you can see that you have to analyze the groups, that what are the properties, what are the similarities. So and after analyzing, you have to you continue post it by post is you have to synthesize, you have to analyze the groups, that what are their properties, what are the properties of each group, how much it relate to each other, how much linking can be can be produced, and how much important or what is the priority of each group. For example, there are 8 groups on the wall, so you can say that group 3 is more important, group 4 is more important, group 7 is not so much important, as per your thoughts and as per your ideas. So this is the way. After that, once the grouping is done, name the cluster, name the group to each affinity diagram, rank them, yeah, that means that prioritize them, describe what you have synthesized. For example, inside user needs, pain points, or look for gaps you haven't addressed yet. Focus on translating what you have organized and understood into practice rather than just identifying similar ideas. That means that once the ideas are grouped together, so you have to translate the organized or understood into practice. That means that what you have synthesized, what you have get from from the grouping of the ideas, or not only the ideas, not only the grouping, you need some output after getting the thoughts similarly. By grouping, you need some output, you need some information that after grouping what you have achieved. So this is the called the main concept of affinity diagram. Let me show you a very simple, you can say, affinity diagram. Affinity diagram looks like this. For example, this is group A, group B, group C, D. So you just write the ideas on a paper, put it on a wall and make a group of ideas. And after grouping of ideas, you can find the similarities between the groups, between the ideas. And after grouping of ideas, you need some synthesization, you need some processing, that after grouping ideas, this information you are extracting from the grouping. So this is called the concept of affinity diagram. This the diagram is very important whenever you are performing some brainstorming sessions, and you want that your ideas and thoughts can be grouped together with respect to the similarities, and you can get something, you can get some extract from your thoughts and ideas. So friends, that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and please subscribe to my channel as well. And thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. Thank you.